Hello to you all and welcome back to my channel. Okay, let's get into it. Today's video is basically me sharing my personal weight loss journey. Okay, there are three things that really made me want to get into this video. Number one, I'm human, I'm realistic. Number two, you need to see a variety of different success stories. It seems like every time there's a video put out about weight loss, it's the same thing. You hear about the high protein, low carb, and to be quite honest, that's not for everyone. That's not good for your blood pressure. It's not good for your cholesterol. So you need to hear other success stories about how people lose weight other than just getting rid of carbs. And number three, motivation. It's a lot of people that's been coming up to me saying they've been paying attention, following my journey, the whole nine. So I'm like, okay, wow. I didn't know people were actually paying attention and watching me, but they are. Okay, so people have been asking me exactly what have you been doing to lose weight? What are you doing to keep it off? They want to know diet plans. They want to know workout regimens. They want to know the whole nine. So that is what I'm going to give you guys today. And basically, there's no secrets to this. I just pretty much figured out a formula that works for me. So we're going to get into it. Let me give you a quick statistic, okay? 95% of people who attempt to lose weight, so whether it's having surgery, going on a diet, or exercising, 95% of the people who attempt to lose weight will be unsuccessful. So that's only giving you a 5% chance that you will be successful at weight loss. Okay, a lot of people don't know the definition of successful weight loss. So if you lose 10% of your initial body fat and you're able to keep it off for a year, then that is considered successful. So say I weigh 250 pounds, 10% of that is 25 pounds. So if I weigh 250, I get down to 225 and I'm able to maintain that long term for a year at minimum, then I would have been successful at losing weight. Okay, so let's be honest. The reason why we're unable to keep this weight off is because we're setting goals that's not sustainable. Okay, so we'll go on a diet for 2-3 weeks, maybe a month, 2 months or whatnot, and we're just not keeping up with that diet. So here's where, being realistic kicks in, setting daily goals. This is where all this stuff kicks in, okay? If you're setting a goal to not eat carbs, you're saying, oh, I want to get rid of carbs for a week or a month or whatnot. Of course, you're going to lose the weight, but you have to think long term. So you have to start making changes to your diet that you can keep up with. And that's really what I'm doing. I'm being realistic about everything I'm doing. I'm not going to say no carbs because I know I like pancakes. If I know I like pancakes, I'm not going to go on a no carb diet. But I will say this, I commend the people who have, quit the carbs, who don't eat sugar, and who's really, really living these healthy lifestyles. I commend you guys. That's really good, and more power to you. I just know personally I cannot do that. So, again, this is where I had to find a formula that works for me. I had to find something that I was able to keep up with, and I will do my very best to try to explain that to y'all. And yeah. Ultimately, I started counting calories, and that is exactly what worked for me. Now, the reason it worked is not because I'm just counting everything, but it allowed me to learn about a lot of foods. It allowed me to see what I was eating, seeing the high calorie foods versus the low calorie foods and all of that. So I started counting calories. First things first, though, you have to find your number. And I am going to leave a link to a BMR and a BMI calculator. So if you say your normal diet, you eat 2,000 calories a day to maintain your weight, maybe you need to start eating 1,500 calories in a day to lose the weight. So, you'll get all your numbers and everything. But what counting calories did for me, it allowed me to see how I was eating. It allowed me to see what I was taking in. So before I actually started counting, I did like a normal day, a normal diet. I'll go to fast food, and a lot of fast food restaurants have it so easy. They already have the calories written out for you. So I would just order, what I would typically order, or if I was eating a snack or something. What I did the day before I actually started doing better was just I evaluated myself just to see what I was taking in on a normal basis. And oh my goodness, it was a lot. The calories add up. Man, we talking like 3,000, 3,500. And quick fact, real quick, 3,500 calories. That equals 1 pound of pure fat. 3,500 calories. That's 1 pound. So anyway, I was counting, and it was a lot. You would be surprised at how the calories adds up. Okay, so I started counting calories April of 2019. That is when I started. I basically, and this is my old calorie book, I write down all of my meals. I write everything down, and I even have one for this year as well. So everything gets written down. It helps you keep track of what you're eating, and I actually like it. It's a food journal. I like journaling, but what counting calories did for me was allow me to pay attention to the labels. And what that did down the line was help me figure out, okay, you know what? This kind of food is high in calories. So if I eat a little bit less of that and still eat more of this, like you had to find some kind of balance, okay? So what I do, the formula that really, really works for me is I fill up on low calorie foods. So I got my go-tos, y'all. I fill up on soups, vegetables, oatmeal, fruits. Like there's a whole lot of things that are actually low in calories that you can eat a lot of, okay? Now, I still eat the foods that I like eating, you know, even if it's fast food or whatever. I just don't eat as much of it. So I'm making sure I'm getting other food in, like the vegetables. That's my filler. And then I eat my little treat or whatever. So I like to use an example of pizza. And I'll show you, and I'll kind of break it down for you. I like to use pizza as an example. On a normal day, I can eat, maybe in the normal meal, I can eat about 4 slices of pizza. That's just me. Y'all might cringe. I'm actually being modest. I'm saying 4 because it sounds, you know, cute. But I can eat more. I told y'all I eat. Okay? So, typically eat like what? 4 slices of pizza? At 300 calories per slice, that's 1,200 calories for those 400 for the 4 slices, right? So instead of me eating 4 slices of pizza, I'm still gonna have pizza. I'm just maybe gonna eat 3 servings of vegetables before I eat the pizza. So I can split that number in half. Even if I just eat 1 slice of pizza, I'm still having the vegetables or whatnot, and I'm still having a full meal, okay, with my pizza. And instead of like drinking like 16 ounces of sweet tea, I like sweet tea. I'm a North Carolinian. Instead of the tea, which these beverages have a lot of calories in it, guys. So instead of drinking that, I'll just drink some water. If you don't want plain water, you can have flavored water. You can have sparkling water. There are things you can do just to substitute some of these higher calorie foods. And that's just what I'm doing. It's almost like an equation almost. It's like you just got to figure it out, you know? I'm like, you know what? I don't really need that soda. Let me get some water. And then if I have this water, then maybe I can eat 2 more cookies than I was planning on eating because I'm not drinking the soda or whatever. You know, it's really just filling up on low calorie foods. That's what I do. I have to because I don't like being hungry. And I still eat what I eat, just not as much of it. Because like I said, I eat a lot. So me eating 2 burgers versus me eating 1 burger and a whole bunch of vegetables, it's like the best of both worlds. A lot of people kind of cringe when you say you're counting calories, but I figured I would explain it the way that works for me. So it's just not counting everything all the time. And then once you do it for a long time, your body adjusts to it so well.